Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Baron Von Snakes here, and today I'm doing something a little bit different than my normal videos. To explain this whole video, I participated in a art event called Smogust, which basically is every single day of August you draw a dragon based off of a prompt. I'm gonna just link the video where I got this idea in the description if you want to go check it out. It also shows the prompt list that I used. But anyways, I'm going to be showing you all the drawings just to submit them for people to see, and hope you like it. Never done anything like this before. 31 drawings. Look how thick this is. That's all the drawings I've done. I'm gonna be ranking them out of 5 stars, just critiquing myself on my art. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. How am I going to do this? Like seriously, how am I gonna do this? Well, first up, we've got number 1. The prompt was recon, so basically the prompt's going to be up here, and then the number will be right here. And we got this. This is number 1. This is a recon. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorites of the whole prompt. The only thing I packed a lot of detail in there. The only thing I don't like is how square the head was. Overall, I give this 4 stars. Next up, we've got Pilot. Now, this is one that I really enjoy drawing. I looked up some pilot gear, and so I drew a little puffy jacket thing with the straps holding up his pants, and his wings were replaced with little jet wings thingy. I really like how I did like the little, I don't know what those are called, but I looked up how to draw a dragon because I was kind of not smart about that. And yeah, this is probably, I'll give this a 5 out of 5. 5 stars. It's one of my favorites. Hold on, let me just put this stack of drawings closer. Next up, we've got Trench, day 3. This one is okay. I mean, I like the little helmet thing. I actually really enjoy how I made this shovel. Surprisingly, it was one of my favorite shovel drawings of all time. I really like, basically for the first few days of this event, I was like, whoa, I'm gonna do all this, and then I just fell overboard, and you'll see why. You know, I'll give this another 5 stars. This is a very solid one. Next up is Navy. Now, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a slack here, because it's not a dragon, it's an eel that wants to be a dragon, as you can see with the little wooden wings. I accidentally drew the person with wings, even though I was like, wait, you don't need wings underwater. And so I was like, wait, an eel that wants to be a dragon. And so like he built himself some wings. And so I really think this is a great design. Probably should have colored the shoes. One of my favorites, actually. I've never drawn an eel before, and so I think it's turned out pretty good for the first time. So I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5, just because I forgot to color the gosh darn boots. Okay, number 5, we got Tracker. Oh, I'm already losing track. Tracker, huh? This is day 5. I really like how I gave him like a little prosthetic eye, which he uses to track people with these little trackers he plants on them. And also the gun's got a lot of detail on it. So do the wings. And then that's a scorpion tail, if you couldn't tell. And I really like the little shoulder pads and the jacket. Overall, this is a pretty good design. The only thing I should probably have given more detail on the tail and the clothes, like the shirt and the pants. So I'll give this a 4. I'll give it the same thing as the Navy, 4.5 out of 5. Next up is Spy. Now I'm just going to be brutally honest. Again, not a dragon, so that's already deducting points from it. But This is probably the best spy I have ever drawn, and that is probably the best revolver I've ever drawn, even though it looks nothing like a revolver. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 because it's not a dragon, but everything else is good. I really like everything else, except the fact it's not a dragon. It's supposed to be a dragon. Next up, we got General. I call this thing General Pinhead. Obviously, this is Pinhead. The only thing I could critique on this is, again, pants. The head was really small, but I decided to make it work, so I'm just going to keep the points for that. But the wings are no good, so this is going to be another 4 out of 5 for me. Okay, day 8, we've got Diver. Now, I was thinking, hey, maybe a deep-sea fish dragon thingy could be good for a diver. But then I realized there's a fish that's actually called a dragonfish that looks like this. And so I was like, hey, why don't I make a dragonfish for Smogus Day 8, that is. And so I was like, whoa, a dragonfish diver. Again, top part, great. Harpoon, decent. Tail, looks like lips. Ew. And then the pants are bland. And then it's kind of bland here. I'll give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Because it had a lot of potential, but I just lacked on the design. Okay, we've got day 9. Oh boy, this is going to be a long video. But we got the Bomber. He's a little psychopath that drops bombs on your head with his long tail. He yeets it on you. I kind of like the design. Probably could have fixed the head a tad bit, like move these horns over to the side right here instead of planing them right there. The wings could have been better. Overall, I'll give this a 4 out of 5 stars. Next up is Tracker. I mean, not Tracker. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I mixed these names up. Gorilla. Like guerrilla warfare where you hide in bushes and trees and shoot people. So I made a dragon in a bush. I'll give this a 1 star. It sucks. Moving on. We've got Torch. He's a little lizard guy, dragon thing with no wings that grows chili peppers from its tail and he eats it to make bigger flames. He's a farmer. He's got little pockets for chili peppers like guns. I'll give this a 4 out of 5 stars. Probably should have given him wings, honestly. But I really like the design of a spice-loving dragon. Okay, day 12 is Air. So basically this dragon just creates clouds from the hide-in and he throws spike balls at the field. Honestly, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I would give it lower, except the fact that it took me forever to think of what to do for this prompt. This word was literally the prompt. And so I was like, oh, and then I just decided on this. It's fine, 4. Next up, we got the Tank. And I actually kind of really like this guy. We got just steel plates strapped on him with spiked knuckles and a spiked tail. Yeah. He's gonna pulverize you in close combat. Yeah. I'll give him 4.5 out of 5. Now we got the Gunner. His elbows are very awkward, so that's going to deduct points, but this is probably one of my favorite heads of all time that I've drawn for a dragon. I hopefully was getting better. I decided to put a little shoulder turret on him, and then a big minigun. I do not like how the minigun turned out, so that's another deducted points. Everything else looks good. I'm going to give him a 3.5 out of 5. Next up, we have the Wire. His fingers are wires, his toes are wires. He is powered by a battery. He is freaky. I could have given him better horns and maybe put some more detail into the body. I'll give it a 4 stars. Next up is Mechanic. I don't like this guy. I like the idea with his tail to have a robot eye. He's going to have a prosthetic jaw and spider legs. robotic spider legs, but the execution was just really poor on my part, so I'm going to give this a 2 stars. It's one of my least favorites. Next up is Drill, and yeah, another one of my, this would be one of my least favorites, if not for the fact that I love this drill. I love the detail I put into this little joint part. So I'm going to give him 4 stars. He's very basic, but I think I like him. Also, my phone is overheating. Ooh, no. Oh, no. Next up is Science. This is day 18. We've got 31 days to cover, so should probably hurry up. Okay, Science. I don't really like this guy. I was confused on what to do, so I just drew this. I just drew what you see in front of you. Tail didn't really go off that well. I like the goggles, like the beaker. I still need to draw hands. Mediocre, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Okay, this is next one. I think this is the next one. All got mixed up. Next is Rations. So I drew a Chef Dragon. I will give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars because of the fact that this is an awkward placement for a tray, because it's supposed to be like more flat instead of like shoving it in your face. And also his head looks kind of weird. But other than that, this is probably one of my favorites. This guy, I'm automatically giving him a 4 out of 5 because I wanted him to be so much better. Like I've been visualizing what I would draw for this guy since day 8 of the prompt list, but when I drew him, he wasn't that good. So I'm giving him a 4 because I put in effort. Recruit. He's a little tiny dragon that was recruited into the army. He's like brand new. So I give this guy a 3 just because of the fact that I don't know how to salute. It's not the greatest. Number 22, Sniper. I'm automatically giving him a 3 out of 5 because I messed up a lot. Like all these lines are like wiggly. I messed up here. Basically, very lazy. I didn't really do a lot with his design, especially the Sniper. I could have done more with his outfit and stuff. So that is a solid 3. Now this guy sucks. I'm giving him a 2 because of this obvious mistake here. And, just, again, being one of the most blandest outfits and characters ever. I like the hat, though, so he's staying at a 2 and not a 1. But now, to get on more of the positive side, here is Camera. So I imagine a little photographer guy that takes pictures of the war. And so he's got a suitcase with the pictures flying out of it, and he's running. It's probably one of my favorite running poses that I've ever done. I like the camera, his hat, the head. The only thing I could really say is the wings and the tail, but I'll excuse that. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 because I really enjoy this. Alright, number 25. We're getting close to the end here. Not much left. We've got the mount. So I just drew a giant lizard. But I was like, nah, I gotta show that it is a mount. And so I drew a little, I don't even know what to call this. It's like a little hut type thing and a guy that's sitting in it with a gun. And there's the evil clan. Ooh, spooky. Okay, next up is the bayonet. Again, I imagined a much better drawn looking thing with more detail. And then this, I drew this piece of crud. I don't like it. I'm giving this a 3. Except I kind of like the head, I guess. And the bayonet gun is so lackluster. Now, we've got day 27, Powder. This is one of my favorites. I am giving this a 5 out of 5. Because this poor dragon got his head stuck in a barrel of gunpowder. And so he's just walking around carrying gunpowder and stuff. Big boom. Next up, we've got the Medic. I actually really like this guy. I'm giving this another 5 out of 5. Because I like the way I made the like apron actually feel like there's a belt around it. He's holding a little syringe with his tail. But I forgot to give him like pants. Dang it. Oh well, I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5 just because I forgot to give him pants. Now, 29, gas. So this guy's got a gas mask and he throws these poison gas grenades. I actually really like this guy. I'm giving him a 5 out of 5, except for this guy. He would have got a 5 out of 5. If I remember to give him pants, but I remember to give him pants, so he has a 5 out of 5 because he actually feels like a different dragon with his like long neck. It's like, yeah, he's hunched over, a little pointy tail. And then number 30 is Defeat. I'm giving this a 2 out of 5 because this was the laziest one I've ever done. Was this? I did this yesterday. Not proud of it. But we finally wrap it up with one of my favorites, Victory, number 31. I'm going to have to focus on this, but look at that. So if we go closer in here, we've got, this is the, basically, I guess, the heroes of the thing. Oh no, I forgot to erase that. Darn it. Anyways. And then he's like a flag tied to a wooden staff. This guy's stepping on the bad guy and the flag's burning because he won. These guys won. And so that, my ladies and gentlemen, let me just fan out all these drawings. Ooh. Okay. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was Smaugust, which is like Smaug the Dragon from, I think it's Hobbit. Yeah, Hobbit, because Lord of the Rings was after Hobbit. Oh, please don't quote me on that. Anyways, Smaug the Dragon, and then August, together, Smaugust means dragons. Draw a dragon every day. Just a quick recap. Link in the description to where I got the idea from. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like the video if you want to see more. More of me just showing my art, I guess. And actually comment down below which one of these was your favorite, because I actually really want to know, because I drew 31 gosh darn drawings, and I want to know which one's the best. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!